Hello, welcome to task 41. We are in OnShape. I'm going to open my classwork folder and create a new document. I'm going to name it task 41 with my name. You can use your name. And this is my second version. So here we go. We're going to start by sketching a center point rectangle on the top plane. So I'm starting my sketch, choosing the top plane. I want to look right at the top. And I'm going to choose the center point rectangle tool. We're going to start at the origin and draw out. The width of our model is going to be 6 inches, and the height is going to be 2 inches. And of course, we're not going to leave our dimensions printed right on the shape. They should be outside the shape always. And we can accept that sketch. Next, we are going to extrude to 3 inches height. So let's get our extrude tool. We'll click on our new sketch. We're going for a depth of 3 inches. And we can accept. Great. The next step is we're going to create a construction line where we can add points. These are going to be the points where we drill some holes in OnShape. So I'm creating a sketch right on the top of our figure, and using that sketch, I'm going to create a construction line. So I use the construction tool here. I'm grabbing the line tool, and I'm going to start on one side and run right across to the other side, just around the halfway mark of this figure. And now that I have my construction line, I can use escape to get out of the construction line. Now that I have that construction line, I can add some points. So we have not used this tool before. This is a point tool. And I'm just going to create 4 points right on the line, about 1, 2, 3, and 4, sort of spread out throughout the line. And I can use my dimension tool to define their placement. So on either side, the points are going to be 3/4 of an inch, or 0.75 inches from the edge. So I'm going to do that over there and over here, 0.75. And then the first point and the second point are going to be 1 1/4 inch apart. So that's 1.25. And again here, that should be 1 1/4 inch apart. Great, we can accept that sketch. And next we're actually going to start adding some holes. Let's look at the isometric view. And I'm going to find my hole tool right up here in our toolbar. So our first hole will be on this leftmost point, and it is going to be a simple hole. So when I click on that simple heading there, I don't have as many options. I guess that's why they call it simple. It is going to be a through hole. It's going all the way through this figure. So it will be the full height of the figure. And it is going to be a 1/2 inch in width. So this is actually just what I want, 1/2 inch in width. And that's all I really need to know about this hole. I can accept what I have here. And let's just check, did it go all the way through? Oh yeah, that looks good. I can see right through. And I can see it in the bottom. Fabulous. Let's make another hole. Hole number 2 is going on the second point. Now, I don't know if you're seeing what I'm seeing. I can't see my second point. So I need to go over to sketch 2 and click on this eyeball So I'm showing sketch 2. There we go. So now I can click on my point. And the second hole is going to be a counterbore hole. It is going to be 0.375 in its width. So I need to change this width here to 0.375. That's 3/8 of an inch. And it is going to be not a through hole, but a blind hole, which means we have to set its depth. It's going to go down 2 inches. So right here, we'll set this to 2 inches deep. Now the counterbore hole is, by definition, has a width and a height for its head. In this case, our width is 0.75 inches in diameter, so this is perfect. And we're going to go 1/2 inch in height, 0.5. Great, so let's accept our hole. And if you look at it, this one does not go all the way through, which is what we expected. It's a blind hole. Let's make our third hole. I need my hole tool. Here's my hole point. And this one is going to be of the countersink variety. Let's click on the countersink heading. It is going to be 1/4 of an inch in its diameter, which is perfect. And we want it to be 2.25, 2¼ inches deep. So I'm going to change that to 2.25. Great. And then you can choose the angle of your countersink head, and I want 82 degrees. That is perfect. And you can choose how wide that area is, and 1 inch is actually just what I want. So I'm going to go ahead and accept my new hole. And let's add hole number 4. Here's the hole. I'm going to place it here. And I'm going to choose the counterbore option. Again, this time we're going to make it a through hole. So instead of termination blind, it's termination through all. It is a 1/2 inch in its diameter, so 0.5. And then the head is going to be 0.75 in diameter and 0.625 in height. Great. So let's accept that also. And if we look, yep, we can see right through. That did go through, it's perfect. So finally, I'm going to ask you to kind of cut your figure in half so you can see your holes. We're going to do one more sketch on the top plane. Let me click on top. And we're going to go from, oh, sorry, I need my rectangle tool, my corner rectangle tool. We're going to go from this point where we started our construction line over to the bottom right corner of the rectangle here. And this, since we used points that are already defined, we don't need to do any more dimensioning. We can accept this sketch. And now let's use the extrude tool to kind of cut off half of this figure. So we're going to select the sketch we just made, and we're going to do a remove, and remove by 3 inches the entire height, so that you can look at what your holes are going to look like. If we look at them from the front, you can really see what the counterbore holes look like, and what the countersink hole looks like, and what the simple hole looks like. All right, so that is the project. Don't forget to sketch your name, I would suggest in the top. And also, when you are submitting, please go to sketch 1 and turn on dimensions by choosing show dimensions. All right, thanks very much. Good luck with the project.